Hello, my name is Julie Williams. I'm a registered migration agent with Migration Downunder, and I'm here today to talk to you about partner visas. There has been a lot of confusion with partners and what is considered to be, or who is considered to be a partner of an Australian citizen or permanent resident. Now, partners can be spouses, they can be married, de facto, same-sex partners. But the problem is that a lot of people are not understanding is that you actually got to have met these people in person, and you've got to be in a dedicated, committed relationship with that person. So we're getting a lot of inquiries from people who have met partners online and have been in a relationship for, say, 18 months, 2 years, but they haven't actually met physically in person. I do understand there's many cultures and also countries that recognise online marriages, as there is the ability to register your relationship. But that alone is not going to get you across the line. You do require evidence of being in a committed relationship, and that means that you're living together and not apart on a permanent basis. So unfortunately, you're going to have to wait until you actually meet in person. The good news is that Australian citizens and permanent residents can now freely travel out of Australia. So if you do have the option, and the country that you're going to allows you to enter, then it may be a possibility that you as the Australian citizen or permanent resident travels to see your partner rather than vice versa. Because visitor visas haven't opened for anybody else other than spouses and partners of Australian citizens and permanent residents. And again, the registration of a relationship or a marriage certificate alone is not going to get you that travel exemption. So just be aware of that when you're looking at coming to Australia. The good news is that partner visas 309, 820, which are the provisional, have all been able to enter Australia throughout the pandemic as long as you've applied for a travel exemption. The permanent residency visas for partners don't require any exemption at all to travel into Australia because you are a permanent resident. And the good news is with subclass 300, the prospective marriage visa, up until August, you weren't able to enter at all. And then August, they allowed to apply for a travel exemption. As long as you had applied for your 300 visa 12 months previously, you'd be given an exemption to enter Australia. But as of the 15th of December, you'll be able to enter Australia, 300 visa holders that is, without needing to have a travel exemption. So that's wonderful news. Also, flying into New South Wales, Victoria and the ACT doesn't require hotel quarantine. With any other states, you do need to check the rules and requirements of that particular state because it is a changing feast and it changes quite regularly. So you might want to just keep up to date with the domestic borders, but international borders are open for people arriving into New South Wales, Victoria and the ACT. So good news, and we will continue to keep you updated with that good news. But if you do need help with your applications, we're only too happy to help. And if you wish to stay tuned with the latest in immigration news, do subscribe if you don't already do so to our social media channels.